We want to restore the balance. Don't just simply go to the taxpayer and ask for another higher tax. We have reduced the runaway freight train that was the growth in spending.
It's that time of year again, budget time. And a cloud still hangs over Manitoba, a massive deficit. Now it's gotten a little smaller under the Tories, but it still stands at $779 million. And we continue to spend more and more each year, building schools, paying for social programs, fixing roads. Now, Premier Brian Pallister still wants to roll back the provincial sales tax by the end of his first term. That's in 2020. That'll cost Manitoba $300 million in revenue each year. And let's not forget the Premier recently said to expect personal tax reductions in this year's budget. So all this is going to cost money. The good news for the Progressive Conservatives is some new cash is coming their way. The feds are giving Manitoba more money, and we will see a $217 million jump this year in equalization payments. Then, we've got carbon taxes starting. Projections say that'll give us at least an extra $260 million, though we'll find out on Monday how the province plans to spend that money. And lastly, we got the big question, cannabis. Will we make any money when it's legalized? Finance Minister Cameron Friesen says they aren't even going to account for cannabis revenue in this year's budget. But it could wind up a surprise cash cow for government this year. What this all means is that the province has more wiggle room when it comes to spending than it's had in years. So will this mean more money for Manitobans' wallets? Or will it be used to slay the deficit? Or will it be both? That remains to be seen. As the Premier said after last year's budget, there are big changes coming to Manitoba. But he also made promises to Manitobans, and he intends to keep those.
We're going to do everything we can to get all hands on deck here and face this challenge. And we think the reward for Manitobans should be a reduced PST back to the level they were promised it would be at in the first place.